Hello students, how are you? I hope you are all fine. Today in this class we are going to discuss the beautiful phenomena of light, that is refraction of light. Dear students, we know that during sunrise and sunset the sun appears bigger and the formation of rainbows, twinkling of stars, these are all due to refraction of light. What is refraction of light? Know that you consider a surface or a interface. This is the surface. The surface separates the two mediums. This is the first medium. This is the second medium. First medium, second medium. Assume yourself the first medium is the rarer medium, second medium is the denser medium. Rarer medium, here I am using air medium. Now you consider a ray of light. Ray of light travels from one medium to the another medium, but here I am using the ray is oblique. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, oblique ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. But I will discuss later why you have to take the oblique ray. Now, here the ray falls from rarer medium to denser medium. Know that actually in the absence of the second medium, the ray must be go in this direction. But here the medium changes. That's why the direction of light changes. Here PQ is the incident ray, QR is the refracted ray. Then here I am using V1. What is V1? Velocity of light in the first medium. V2. What is V2? Velocity of light in the second medium. Due to the changes in the medium, the velocity of light changes, and also due to the changes in the medium, the direction of light changes. Now you draw the normal to this surface. Here xy is the surface. Now you draw the normal, because to calculate the angle of incidence and angle of refraction we need normal incidence. Now what is normal? Normal is perpendicular to the surface or interface. Now this is the normal. MQ is normal. For normal incidence there is no direction changes. That's why here I took normal. Now we got angle of incidence I, and what is our angle of refraction. Now actually I told that in the absence of the second medium, the ray must be go in this direction. That's why the direction of the light changes. This is the delta angle of deviation. Now I am going to explain the refraction of light. Here a ray of light travels from one medium to the another medium. The change in the direction of light and also changes in the velocity of light. This phenomenon is known as refraction of light. Actually light ಒಂದು ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೀಡಿಯಮಿಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು? ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ. ವಿಚ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ? ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ. That's where I am using the word a ray of light travels from optically rarer to optically denser. Know that what is optical medium? Here I am using the word optical medium. Optical medium means the medium which allows the light. ಯಾವ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಲೈಟ್ನ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ರೇರರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್. So may I clear this? Now look at here this is the pencil. We insert the pencil to the water. So the beaker consists of water. Look at here. Actually, this is the actual path of the pencil. But due to the medium changes, the direction of changes. That's why due to the variation of medium, due to the density changes and also velocity, here velocity also changes, here direction changes. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹೌದು. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹೌದು. ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಹೌದು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯಿತು? ವೈ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್? ವೈ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆರ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್? ಅದು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ you know that you have to know the laws of refraction. Similarly, you know that in reflection we applied the laws. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಲಾಸ್ ಒಬೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೊಂದು ಫಿನಾಮಿನಾ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್, ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಲಾಸ್ ಒಬೆ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಟ್, ಹಿಯರ್ know that, look at here, this is the incident ray. The ray of light travels from rarer to denser medium. The refracted ray is towards the normal. This is I, angle of incidence. What is our angle of refraction? Look at here, a ray of light travels from optically denser to optically rarer. The refracted ray is away from the normal. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ರೇರರ್ ಟು ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೋದರೆ ಆ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ರೇ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆ ಥರನೇ ಈ ರೇ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಟು ರೇರರ್ ಹೋದರೆ ಆ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ರೇ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ಗಿಂತ ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್, ಬೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇದೇನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್. Know that the first law of refraction, first law, know that this is the interference or interface, sorry, this is the interface. This interface separates the two mediums. This is the first medium, this is the second medium. Here this is the incident ray, PQ. PQ is the incident ray. QR is the refracted ray. This is the normal. MQ is the normal. This is the surface. On the surface, imagine yourself, this is the surface. On the surface, we are going to observe that incident ray, refracted ray, incident ray, refracted ray, and the normal all lie on the same surface or all lie on the same plane. The incident ray, refracted ray, the normal drawn to the surface all lie on the same plane. May I clear this? Now the second law of refraction. The second law is very important. The second law is also called as Snell's law of refraction anta kariತೀವಿ. Snell was the first person. He practically implemented, he practically did the experiment by using the laws of refraction. Second law of refraction. Second law is also called as Snell's law of refraction. Here two mediums are there. Yes, this is the first medium, this is the second medium. Now for a given pair of media or a given pair of medium, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is constant. What is I? Angle of incidence. What is our angle of refraction? Now, why sin I by sin r is constant? What is that constant? Here, the constant is also called as refractive index. ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟಿಗೆ ನಾನು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ರೇ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ one medium to other medium. Suppose rarer to denser, the speed changes or the velocity changes. Speed decrease ಆಯಿತು. ಏರ್ ಟು ವಾಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಏರ್ ಟು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಎಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಥವಾ ಎಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಟು ರೇರರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, ಫ್ರಮ್ ರೇರರ್ ಟು ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಬೇಕು? ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್. ದ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ನಂಬರ್. It is a constant. It is a constant for one medium. It is different for different mediums. For water, refractive, it is a number to discuss. Now, we know that Snell's law is very important. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವುಗೆ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾ ಮತ್ತು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಒಬೇ ದ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಈ ಲಾಸ್ ಒಬೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೌ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್. ಏನು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ 45 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ದ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ 30 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೋ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಐ ಬೈ ಸೈನ್ ಆರ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐ? ಐ ಈಸ್ 45 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. What is R? 30 degree. It is sin 45. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. What is sin 30? 1 by 2. Now 2 goes to numerator. Now here 2 divided by root 2. You will get root 2. Root 2 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ಬೋದು? 1.4. So it is a number. So refractive index is a number. For a given medium, refractive index is constant. It will discuss. So these two laws are very important. For derivations, we are using second law. That will discuss later. Now I am going to discuss the refractive index in terms of velocity. You know that refraction ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೌದು. ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೌದು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ? ಹಿಯರ್ v1 ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್, v2 ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್. ದೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಗಿವನ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟೂ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಸ್ ಲಾ. ನೋಡಿ, ಎರಡು ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಸ್ ಲಾನ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬರೀಬೋದು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು the symbol of refractive index is n or mu. ನಾನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಲೆಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಿಂಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾವುದನ್ನ? ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 1 because there is no disturbance. Vacuum free space. For free space it is 1. Refractive index for water is 1.33. Refractive index for glass is approximately 1.5. For dense crown glass 1.5 to dense glass 1.62. The refractive index of diamond is 2.42. So for a given medium, refractive index is constant. And refractive index depends on density of the medium. Refractive index depends upon density. If density is more, refractive index is more. And density is less, refractive index is less. Make clear this. So refractive index depends on density. If density is more, refractive index is more. If density is less, refractive index is less. And also here you have to know the differences between mass density and optical density. Tilkobeku. What is mass density? Here I am giving the best example for mass density and optical density. Know that turpentine, ಈ ಪೈಂಟಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಟರ್ಪೆಂಟೈನ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ಟರ್ಪೆಂಟೈನ್ ಆಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ವಾಟರ್. ಈ ವಾಟರಿಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? ಟರ್ಪೆಂಟೈನ್. But optical density, turpentine optical density is more than water. May clear this? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ? ನೋಡಿ, ಟರ್ಪೆಂಟೈನಿಗೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ? ವಾಟರಿಗಿಂತ. ಮಾಸ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ, ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್, optical density is more. If refractive index is less, optical density is less. May I clear this? Now, Snell's law, sin I by sin r for two mediums can be written as sin I by sin r is equal to, here sin I by sin r is equal to n2 by n1 for two mediums. Now I am using n1. What is n1? Refractive index of first medium. n2. What is n2? Refractive index of second medium. Now look at here. This is the first medium. This is the second medium. n1 refractive index of first medium. n2 refractive index of second medium. For two mediums, Snell's law can be written as sin I by sin r is equal to n2 by n1. What is n2? Refractive index of second medium. What is n1? Refractive index of first medium. But we know that why I took oblique ray and held it. To explain refraction of light, we are using oblique incidence or oblique ray. Cross ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು? Why not normal? If you take normal, then Snell's law is not obeyed for normal incidence. This is the limitations of Snell's law. Look at here. Now, here I am using oblique. You know that refraction, direction changes, speed also changes. If I use normal, for normal, no change in direction. For normal incidence, I is equal to 0. Then R is equal to 0. For normal incidence, I is 0 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ R is 0. Then it not applicable. Snell's law is not applicable for normal incidence. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು Snell's law applicable ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಒಬೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಆಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ರೇ ಅಥವಾ ಆಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ನೌ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಿ ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್. You know that we are observing the atmospheric refraction, advanced sunrise and delayed sunset, twinkling of stars. These are all due to refraction of light. Now let us discuss the atmospheric refraction of light. Dear students, now before going to the atmospheric refraction, you have to know the relative refractive index and absolute refractive index. Now let us discuss the relative refractive index. Here n1, what is n1? Refractive index of first medium. Here I am using rarer medium. Rarer means optically less denser. This is second medium is denser. Denser means the refractive index is more than rarer. For rarer means we can take air medium is a rarer medium. Denser means other than air and vacuum is called denser. Water, glass, diamond, these are all the denser mediums. Means higher refractive index is called denser medium. Here V1 speed of light in first medium or velocity of light in first medium. V2 velocity of light in second medium or speed of light in second medium. What is the angle of incidence? What is our angle of refraction? Here look at here. What is relative refractive index? The refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. The refractive index of second medium is n2 with respect to first medium is n1. It is written as n21. You got it? n2 by n1 is written as n21. What is n21? n2 by n1. What is relative refractive index? The refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 is defined as the ratio of velocity of light in the first medium to velocity of light in the second medium, or the ratio of speed of light in the first medium to speed of light in the second medium is called relative refractive index, or n2 by n1. n2 by n1 means n2 by n1. In the place of n2 1 means n2 by n1. n2 by n1 is equal to n21 is equal to v1 by v2. Refractive index is a constant value. It has no unit. It is a number. Now, here the light travels from rarer to denser, air medium to denser medium, v1 to v2. Now, what is absolute refractive index? Now, absolute refractive index. To define absolute refractive index, assume yourself the first medium. The first medium is vacuum. First medium is vacuum. You know that refractive index of vacuum is exactly 1. This is refractive index of second medium, here denser medium. For second medium n2, I am using n. What is n? Refractive index of denser medium. What is 1? Refractive index of vacuum. You know that here v1, v2. But what is v1? Speed of light in vacuum. Because in vacuum we know that speed of light. What is speed of light in vacuum? 3 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. To define absolute refractive index, I am using one medium is vacuum. Now the ray of light travels from vacuum to the given medium. Vacuum in the bere medium ಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? absolute refractive index. What is absolute refractive index? We know that the relative refractive index means n2 by n1 is equal to v1 by v2. But here in the place of n2 I am using n. What is n? Refractive index of second medium. Here second medium is denser medium. Now n1. What is n1? Refractive index of first medium. Here vacuum. Refractive index of vacuum is exactly 1. Now v1. What is v1? Velocity of light of first medium. We know that in vacuum means v1 is equal to c. v2. What is v2? Velocity of second medium. Here I am using v. What is v? Velocity of light of second medium. Now I am using these terms to this equation n2. What is n2? n2 is n. What is n1? n1 is 1. What is v1? v1 is c. What is v2? v2 is v. This is what? Absolute refractive index. What is absolute refractive index? The absolute refractive index can be defined as the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in medium. Here I am using vacuum or air. Why I am using vacuum or air? We know that for vacuum exactly 1. Refractive index is exactly 1. For air, refractive index of air is 1.0029 or approximately 1. That's why vacuum or air to the speed of light in the given medium. The given medium I took v, therefore n is equal to c by v, or the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to speed of light in the medium. May I clear this? This is absolute refractive index. Now let us discuss the very important atmospheric refraction. In our nature we are going to observe the atmospheric refraction. It is very interesting, dear students. In atmospheric refraction, early sunrise and delay sunset. What is early sunrise and delay sunset? Let us discuss. Now assume yourself this is the earth, this is the earth. Know that if you go above the surface of the earth, know that different layers, you'll get atmospheric layers, air layers. We know that this is the air layers. The density of the air layer changes. Here density is more. If you go above means density is less. From higher to lower, from higher level to lower level, the density decreases. If density decreases, refractive index n also decreases. May I clear this? ನೋಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ನೀವು ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ in the earth atmosphere many layers are there. In the earth atmosphere density changes, a variation of density. Density change ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ refractive index also changes. Now this is the earth atmosphere. Now assume yourself here the observer is there. Observer, to the observer, you know that this is the horizon position. During sunrise and sunset, the observer has to view in the horizon position. ನೋಡಿ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಹುಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮುಳುಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಾರಿಜನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ದ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸನ್ಸೆಟ್ to in the horizon position. Now early sunrise and delay sunset, ಏನಿದು? due to refraction of light. Now assume yourself this is the sun. Imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, sun ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ. This is the actual position of sun, actual position of sun. Know that from sun will get the light rays. The sun in the light rays ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. It enters to the earth atmosphere. I told that in the earth atmosphere the density changes from higher to lower level of the atmosphere. Density increases from higher to lower, and refractive index also increases. Now here the variation of refractive index. Now the sunlight comes from vacuum to air. Vacuum in the air ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. The refractive index of vacuum is exactly 1. For air is 1.0029. To the changes in the refractive index and changes in the density, the direction of light changes. ನೋಡಿ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಲೈಟು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ತ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯಿತು. The direction of light changes. Direction changes ಆಗಿದೆ. Actually this is the actual position of the sun to the observer, but to the observer the sun appears in this position. Actual ಆಗಿರೋದು sun ಇಲ್ಲಿ, but observer ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. This is the apparent position of the sun, called apparent position. What is apparent? Apparent ಅಂದರೆ ಸಹಜವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್. ನೋಡಿ, this is the actual position of the sun, this is the apparent position of the sun. This is the observer. To the observer is the horizon position. The light rays comes from vacuum to atmosphere, vacuum to air. Refractive index of vacuum is 1, refractive index of air, you know that 1.00029. Due to refraction of light, for the observer the sun looks here. This is the apparent position of the sun. From year to year nearly half degree shift ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. Now the sun ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ 2 minutes ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. From actual position to apparent position 2 minutes. That's why 2 minutes early, 2 minutes ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 2 minutes ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. Thus similarly during sunset ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ suppose imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ sun ಇಲ್ಲಿ this is the actual position of sun, this is the apparent position of the sun. ಈ sun ಇಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇಸ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹಾಫ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್. ಅದೇ ಸನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು 2 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 2 + 2 4 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸನ್ಸೆಟ್, early sunrise and delay sunset, total 4 minutes increases in the length of the day due to atmospheric refraction. Is my clear this? Now similarly we are going to discuss the another effect, twinkling of stars. Look at here, twinkling of stars. Once again, this is the actual position of the star. Actual agi star illide. You know that from the star the light comes from vacuum to the earth atmosphere. I told that in the earth atmosphere different air layers are there and different density and different refractive index, because we know that refractive index depends upon the density. Here optical density I am using. If optical density is more, refractive index is more. If refractive index is more, speed is less or velocity is less. Here from higher to lower, refractive index increasing. Refractive index increasing, density increases from higher to lower. Here this is the star. From the star the light rays comes to the observer. But due to this is the actual path of the star, because here no refraction, but we know that, here you are going to observe the refraction, because due to the changes in the density and changes in the refractive index, now the light enters to the observer. Now to the observer the star appears in this position. This is the actual position of the star, this is the apparent position of the star. Is my clear this? Is clear? That's why due to the shift in the position of the star we call twinkling of stars. Actually star illi irutte, namge illi kannange kaanta irutte, because due to the refraction of light. I clear this? Now in practical life we are observing the effects of refraction of light. Now let us discuss the refraction in glass slab, that is lateral shift. Now we are going to discuss the important shift, lateral shift. Now dear student, let us discuss the refraction in parallel sided glass slab. Look at here, this is the parallel sided glass slab. In parallel sided glass slab, know that this is the ray of light, this is the incident ray of light, travels from air medium to glass medium. Here refractive index changes because medium changes, density also changes. Know that here we are going to observe that inside the glass slab the refraction of light. After that the ray is going. Look at here how this effect I am going to explain, the lateral shift. What is lateral shift? Lateral means sidewise shift. You consider a parallel sided glass slab. This is the parallel sided glass slab. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D is a parallel sided glass slab. Know that this is the normal. Know that for normal incidence no refraction. For normal incidence I0, R0. So you consider a oblique ray of light, PQ. PQ is the oblique ray of light, travels from first medium to second medium. This is also first medium. This is air medium, this is glass medium, this is air medium. Now the light falls on the first surface of the glass slab, AB. Know that it undergoes refraction because it changes in the medium. Now once again it falls on the second surface, CD. Once again it undergoes refraction. This is the PQ incident ray, QR is the refracted ray, RS is the emergent ray. Now in the absence of glass slab, the ray must be go in this direction. ನೋಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಈ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಲಾಬ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೇ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಲಾಬ್ the direction of light changes. Now this is I, angle of incidence, this is R, angle of refraction. At the point R you draw the normal, this is the normal point R, this is also R, and this is what? E. What is E? Angle of emergence. What is I? Angle of incidence. What is R? Angle of refraction. Here actually this is the path of the emergent ray, this is the emergent ray, RS is the emergent ray, this is the path of the incident ray. Now you draw one perpendicular line, this is the perpendicular line. This perpendicular line is the distance between the path of the incident ray and the path of the emergent ray. This is the perpendicular distance between the path of the incident ray and the path of the emergent ray. This is called lateral shift. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದನ್ನ? ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ರಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ರಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೈಡ್ ವೈಸ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಲೈಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನೋಡಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪಾತ್, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ರಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್. It is clear? In our practical life we are going to observe the lateral shift, means side wise shift. Now similarly we are going to discuss the another shift in our practical life, normal shift. What is normal shift? Look at here, this is the rarer medium, this is the denser medium. Now what is normal shift? Now this is the interface. Interface means it separates the two mediums, first medium, second medium. Now this is denser medium, this is what? Rarer medium. Now this is the normal, because for normal incidence no refraction. Here you place the object, this is the object, assume yourself, here coin is the object, this is the actual depth. Assume yourself this is the water tank. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, this is the water tank, this is the coin, the coin is the object, the coin is the object. Now we know that from the object we consider the number of rays of light. You can take number of rays of light. ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಂದ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ರೇಸ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂತು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ಆಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೇರರ್. ರೇರರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್? ಏರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವರ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವರ್. Now the observer weaving from rarer medium to denser medium. Observer is in the which medium? Rarer medium. The object is in the which medium? Denser medium. This is the actual height of the tank. We called real depth. Real depth. ಇಷ್ಟು ಆಳ ಇದೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್. ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Now for the observer, the shift in the position of the object. Actually object ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, but for the observer the object looks here. This is I, this is the image of the object. Actually object ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, because due to the refraction of the light the image of the object appears here. A shift in the position of the object. This is the apparent depth, this is the real depth, this is the apparent depth. ಅಪರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಹಜವಾಗಿ, ಇದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಇಷ್ಟಿರೋದು ಸಹಜವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Now what is normal shift? this the shift I'm measuring along the normal. This is the normal. ಈ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಶಿಫ್ಟನ್ನು ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಯರ್ ಟು ಇಯರ್ NS. What is NS? Normal shift. The observer views from one medium to the another medium. The object is in the denser medium. The observer is in the rarer medium. The apparent shift in the position of the object that measured along the normal is called normal shift. Now look at here. Now practical life. Know that this is the coin. The coin appears to be raised in a cup of water. This is the cup of water. This is the coin. Actually, we know that this is the object, coin. From the object, we consider the rays of light. Now the rays of light travels from denser to rarer. Here, water to air medium. Because due to the changes in the medium, the direction of light changes. ನೋಡಿ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇಸು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಈ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇಸು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇಸ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್, ದ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇಸ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ದ ರೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್, ದ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾಯಿನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಿ. ಯು ಆರ್ ಮೆಷರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. This shift is called normal shift. This is the actual height of the water. We call real depth. This is the apparent depth. ಆದರೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವರಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಣ್ಣಂಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್. ನೌ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ RD? What is RD? Real depth. What is apparent depth? AD. When the observer views from rarer to denser medium, the relation between refractive index, real depth and apparent depth is N is equal to real depth by apparent depth. This is very important expression. Refractive index is equal to real depth by apparent depth. Suppose the observer is in the denser medium. Assume yourself. Now the observer is in the denser medium. Now the object is in the rarer medium. Assume ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ರೇರರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವರ್ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ರೇರರ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವರ್, you know that the shift in the position of the object is very closer to observer. But the observer is in the denser medium, object is in the rarer medium. Now we know that the shift is far away to the observer. Observer ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ದೂರ ಕಣ್ಣಂಗೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೇರರ್ ಟು ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಹತ್ತಿರ ಕಣ್ಣಂಗೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ನೋ ದಟ್ the observer is in rarer, weaving from rarer medium to denser medium. The shift in the position of the object, the shift is closer to observer. I clear this? Now the observer is in denser medium, object is in the rarer medium. The shift in the position of the object, the shift is far away to the observer. Object ದೂರ ಕಣ್ಣ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವರ್ಗೆ. It is clear?